Okay, we are doing She Demons from 1958, and this is SpookShow Gravy Creature Features, the only worldwide, world-recognized horror hosting talk show, the only one on Earth and probably in the universe too. I don't care what you say, we're the only talk show. Yeah, there you go. It is May 2nd, isn't it?
Yes.
It's cold outside, people.
It's
sun
sunny,
shining,
but
sun
it is
shining.
Looks
and
nice,
it's just,
but-
I mean, we had freeze last night. It was 32 degrees here last night.
Was it actually?
Oh, yeah.
It's
freeze
hot
warning.
in our room with
freeze
all the
warning.
dogs.
It's hot in here right now, I tell you, with all these
kind
lights
of
on.
is.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
kind
is
of
a
is.
hot area, but yeah, it's freeze warning last night again, and it's May 2nd. The closer we get to summer, the temperatures keep going down. That's what we're dealing with here. Now we're at 16 minutes, 1958, She Demons. This movie, we watched it a couple weeks ago, and it wasn't too bad. Now, was I a little bit jaded because the main character was a bleach blonde girl and she was hot? Yes, that probably did jade me a little bit to this isn't so bad.
But you gotta have something to look at.
Oh yeah, she wasn't strikingly beautiful, but she was blonde and she had a good body, and yeah, she looked pretty cool.
She fits the qualifications.
And there were a couple of sections in the movie where we thought they talked too much, explaining things, and to each, and they kind of drug that part out. They could have, but it was part of the script. They had to fill up the script, So other than that, it wasn't too bad.
I find it funny in these kind of movies, they always have a dance sequence with a bunch of girls.
There's got to be girls that are dancing around. The girls that were
doesn't
turned
happen to you
ugly.
guys in every day. Happens
No.
This one
all
won't dance.
Oh.
These two can dance really good. She won't dance. Yeah.
No.
I can honestly
They
say
can
I've
both
never.
dance.
Actually, at Target, we would have a couple of us that would just break out and randomly dance. So I have been part
Well,
of
I
those
do.
dance
I can't tell you how many times I've been what are them called? Flash mobs?
Mobs?
Where, oh God, I do it all the time. 'Cause I like
I'm
to
not
dance,
gonna lie. I would look at
My
those
toes start
people
tapping and-
like they were idiots if I saw people do a flash. I'd be like,
No.
we're
I
shopping.
would love to do one of those.
I just feel
There
like
you go.
I just feel like, I'm shopping. Move. Like, I guess that's what I thought. Get out of my way, okay?
We are going to, of course, go to Flashback weekend in August 1st, and
That's the 2nd. August 2nd. We're going on a Sunday.
Okay, we'll be there on a Sunday then. And we just found out that Wendy Peppercorn will be there.
Mason had no idea who that was because he's seen Sandlot one time and he didn't like it.
I never met anybody who didn't like Sandlot.
I honestly said the same thing. I was like, you didn't. And he goes, yeah, there was that bigger kid with the red hair. And I go, the Great Bambino?
No.
What are you?
I follow him
Wow.
on Instagram.
He's funny, but
He
yeah,
is
Mason
funny.
was like, I didn't like, and I'm like,
But Wendy Peppercorn, okay.
She still
what's
looks
her name?
good,
Marley Shelton? Yeah,
Yeah, she still looks
She's
good.
gained a little weight because she got older. This movie,
yeah,
Sandlot's been quite a few years ago.
yeah.
But, she's there because she's in several of the Scream
Which
movies.
I didn't know that.
And Scream, there's a few Scream people there, okay? Arquette is from Scream.
Yeah.
He's going to be there. And, of course, she was also in Grindhouse, the Grindhouse thing with Tarantino and stuff.
Okay.
And she was pretty in that, too, but nothing
Man, you
compared.
got two hot chicks
Yeah,
in this
yeah,
one.
I'm
That's
gonna see,
rare.
I'm going to see Jane Levy and her, too. But, yeah, and I'll probably be doing just like... What's the main guy that jumps in the pool and drowns?
Specs. Is it Specs?
No,
Spec-
not
no.
Specs. No.
Starts with an S.
Yeah.
No,
It's not Specs.
I don't know.
Anyway, I'm blanking. Anyway,
You're gonna jump in a pool and she'll have to save
no,
you?
what? No, how when
Oh, you're gonna walk by and go.
when they see her on the stand when they all first get there, they, Wendy Peppercorn.
Yeah,
I'll be
please
doing
don't do
that. I'll be doing that. Right? Yeah. I don't know if I want to go up and meet her because I'm an old man and.
She's older too, though.
Yeah, but
How old
she's
is
not
she?
going to be with me. I'm going to be with
I'm
my tattooed daughter, and they're going to. It's like, what trailer park do you guys live in? It's
Hey,
like,
that concert I went to, I looked like pure as the driven snow.
yeah, because those
okay?
guys were. We'll talk about your concert
Okay.
on the last segment, but
Good.
Anyway, she's going to be there. We just also watched this weekend, or last weekend, we watched Scream Boat with the giant mouse, which wasn't. You could tell it was a full size
That's a
guy.
real
in it.
thing? I thought that was fake.
Oh no, Scream Boat's real.
Oh.
But you could tell he was.
It's like an
superimposed.
optical illusion in the trailer and all that. You think
She's
it's a
52.
full size.
Yeah, she's 52.
You think it's a full size man in a mouse.
And it is, but,
But
he's only.
he's
only
like
about
this
that tall.
So you just ruined it for everybody.
Sorry.
No,
you find
that's
that
the way-
out very
right.
quickly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not something they want to hide.
Is it
It's
But the
cartoon?
trailer,
no, it's real life.
the trailer kind of does the optical illusion.
Yeah, it makes you
thing.
think it's a giant mouse in the trailer, but when
But
you
it's
see it, you
about
can
this
tell he's
tall.
only.
Where did you watch that at?
Is it
Tubi.
Tubi?
It's free.
Oh.
You should watch
It's free.
it.
I was thinking about doing that today. 'Cause
Screenboat.
I don't know if
Anyway,
Mason would want to.
and we watched
Yeah.
Hard Rock Zombies from 1985. What we could stomach of it.
We ended up stopping.
Yeah, it was supposed to be so
You know,
gruesome and
she
gross.
ain't gonna finish it. It's
Gruesome and
bad.
gross and stuff, and it wasn't even that. It wasn't even that.
It was a heavy metal band that became zombies. I won't tell you
Yeah,
why.
that's a long
But
story.
when they walked,
When
they
they
walked
became
like
zombies.
robots.
Yeah.
Zombies don't walk like
And they had,
robots.
There were
and they
zombie
looked like the same
robots.
people that made up Kiss.
Yes.
Put on their zombie makeup, and it's like, oh, it was
like,
terrible. It was
what?
terrible. Absolutely terrible.
They did look the part. They had the long, you
Yeah.
know, hair and all that
They
stuff.
weren't really
but
singing and playing. It was another group. What was it called? Sorcery or something?
I can't remember.
Yeah, but they weren't
It was
really
a
doing
local,
it.
like,
but
LA band
yeah.
that did the music.
Anyway, that
but
movie was terrible.
when they
Screamboat-
started walking like robots, it was like,
yeah, Screamboat was okay, but no big deal. No big deal. You know, typical Mickey Mouse takeoff on that.
from the very
So,
beginning, I was like, as little as that thing, just drop kick it.
Yeah, just kick
And
it.
that is what they ended up doing.
Yeah, basically.
And it's like,
But
why are you letting
he
it
was
kill all
alive at
these-
the end, though.
So
You
if
think
you're
he was dead?
so if people are short and you want them to go, you just drop
Drop
kick 'em.
'em.
Bam!
Yeah, he was alive at the end, and he found what he was looking for.
Yes.
Minnie Mouse girl. So
He had lost her.
Yeah, he had lost her, and that's what he was looking for.
Love.
But sequel in the making. So here we go with the first section of She Demons. It's just She Demons, right?
Yeah, you forgot what you were.
Yeah, just She Demons. 1958. That was a good year. That was the year I was born. So, yeah, here we go. Yeah, I think that's all we're going to say here, and then we'll come back with some facts about the show.
Hardest hit of all coastal areas, Surf City staggered under fierce winds recorded at 90 miles an hour. No estimate as yet as to loss of life. However, emergency disaster units in the area report at least 20 persons dead or missing and scores injured since the main force of Hurricane Emily hit yesterday. Included in the casualty list is WDTV's cameraman, Don Harrison, who suffered a broken leg and multiple bruises when he was struck by flying debris during the heroic filming of the scenes you have just witnessed. The United States Weather Bureau forecasts report that no further danger is anticipated from Hurricane Emily. Her main force is spent, and latest estimates place her position from 50 to 100 miles at sea. WDTV makes an urgent plea in behalf of Mr. Leslie Turner, president of Turner Electronics Corporation and one of Surf City's most prominent citizens. Families living along the coast are asked to please be on the lookout for any signs of the motor launch Belpaso, which was on a cruise when the hurricane hit. Aboard the missing craft are his daughter, Jerry Turner, Frederick Macklin, and 2 employees, Samuel Ching and Chris Kamana. The craft has been missing for 2 days, and last radio contact placed its position directly in the path of the storm. We appeal to you to report any information immediately to the Coast Guard authorities. And now stand by for a remote on-the-scene coverage by your special events channel, WDTV.
Managed to save some clothes for you. But if they have formal dances on this island, I'm afraid we're out of luck.
Very funny. You have an overwhelming sense of humor. Where's my powder blue cashmere shorty? And these things are all wrinkled, and the stains will never come out.
Look, you're lucky to be alive. It's about time you got off of that high horse of yours, Jerry Turner. This hurricane wasn't my idea. There's a lot of things we had to save, more important than your wardrobe. At least we saved the radio. We'll be all right. Come on now. How about a little smile?
I hate cheerful people. Don't try so hard.
You know, if it wasn't for your disposition, I might mistake you for a pretty girl.
This canvas is supposed to be waterproof. If it isn't, we can get our money back.
I'll have to hand it to you, Sammy. If you hadn't thought to protect the radio when the big blow hit.
My old man says I'm as smart as a cook in a cheap chow mein joint. You know, they load the noodles with spaghetti and make it stretch a little further.
Watch what you're doing. You nearly covered me with sand.
Chris, can I see you a minute?
I'm awfully sorry, Miss Turner. I'll be more careful hereafter.
Oh, forget it. And Sammy, you may as well call me Jerry. Looks like a very informal island.
Where are we, Chris?
I not know for sure.
Well, you know this group of islands like the inside of your hat.
This one never appear in my hat. Mr. Macklin, I not believe it even chartered.
You sure?
Very sure.
And this may be it.
Yes, Mr. Macklin. Could be it.
Hey, guess what? We may have been blown to the place we were looking for.
This radio will only receive, Mr. Macklin. I can't even send home for money.
You might at least have thought to save me a pair of Toreador pants and one lousy pair of shoes.
Hey, you two, didn't you hear what I said? We may have found the island.
Congratulations. If anything's going to be found right now, I want it to be me.
Your father financed this trip. If this is the island, at least he got something for his money.
He got what he wanted. He got rid of me. Would have served him right if we'd all drowned in that storm.
Jerry.
Don't Jerry me. If it hadn't been for you and your ideas about an island with strange creatures, we wouldn't be here now. Fred Macklin, you get me out of this horrid place, and you do it right now.
Hey, listen!
They're looking for us.
Too high. They can't possibly make us out.
Here we are! Here! Down here! Down here!
Mr. Macklin! Mr. Macklin!
There she is, Pappy. Target is that patch of rock in the center of the island.
Target?
Dead winds prevail from the west. When we make the bomb run, we'll come in due south of 25,000. Roger, Pappy. 3 runs should blast that island out of this world. Take a good look. We're heading home.
Hey, did I hear right?
I'm afraid so, Sammy. We've landed on a practice bombing range.
They're going to bomb us?
We overheard their radio conversation. It was a preliminary scouting crew. Tomorrow, the next day, the day after that, this island may not be here anymore. Chris, we're short on our luck again. There's no one on this island besides ourselves. The Navy would have investigated before they decided to bomb. They'd make sure it was uninhabited.
You're wrong, Mr. Macklin. I find fresh footprints. Human footprints.
Real crazy. You know, these footprints go in a circle. Maybe the natives down here are getting onto this rock and roll kick.
Bad. It's bad.
Oh, they'll get over it. Kids will be kids.
Can it, Sammy? Although it does look like they were performing a dance or a ceremony.
Well, what do you know? I thought of it.
Not too big nor too deep. What do you make of it, Chris?
All footprints of women.
You think they're recent?
Well, it's hard to say. The tide doesn't come up this far. Nothing to disturb the prints. Could have been made days ago.
Well, thank goodness they're human.
Well, I'm not so sure, Jerry. There's a peculiar mark at the end of the toes that could be claws. Hard to say in this dry sand.
Are you trying to scare me?
I'm trying to prepare you for a possibility, Jerry.
What possibility?
Hey, what's he...
Chris, this is island of evil.
Oh, come on now, really?
Don't laugh, Jerry. I think he's right.
And do you know what I think? I think it's time you stopped all this childish mumbo-jumbo. You wheedled money out of my father for the trip, and here we are, in the middle of nowhere. Well, you've had your fun and you've got your money. Now let's play a new game, like first one home's the hero.
There's been more than rumor about these animal people. Chris even spoke to a fisherman who saw one of these creatures a couple of years ago. Now stop being a spoiled brat and pitch in. It'll be dark an hour or so, and we have to make camp.
I am absolutely not spending the night on this island.
That suits me fine. As far as I'm concerned, you can go take a big jump into that ocean. And while you're there, give the sharks my regards. Sammy, Chris, let's make camp near here. Any luck?
It's hard to say. All I got here is a bunch of chop suey. Hey, you got something I can clean the bases of these tubes with?
Here. Try those. I won't be needing them for a long time. A hairpin for a needle. You've got imagination.
I have nothing.
Poor little rich girl.
Leave me alone. Fred,
Do I answer or do I leave you alone?
what's going to happen to us?
I honestly don't know, Jerry. Maybe a search party will find us. Sammy can get that radio in good shape. We can call for help. Perhaps those high-altitude bombers will settle Mountis for us tomorrow. Maybe the animal people.
Hey, come here, everybody.
What is it? Is it fixed?
We're famous.
What do you mean? What did you hear?
We're famous dead people.
Oh, Sammy.
No kidding. I just heard the news report. They found the wreckage of another boat, and they think it's us.
That means they'll give up the search for us.
Well, at least they said nice things about us. Except the announcer kept calling me Samuel Ching. You know, I was christened Sammy.
You've got to get that radio working both ways. That's our only hope to summon help now.
Fred, I'm tired.
Sure, Jerry. There's nothing we can do now. We might as well all turn in. We'll try and get a look around the island tomorrow.
I'm supposed to sleep on this?
Birds stand on one leg. Want to try that?
Very funny. Ha ha. Here, give me some privacy while I undress. I feel a lot safer when I'm tucked in. You going to have a look around the island tomorrow?
Sammy and I are. You can give Chris a hand around the camp.
Not on your life. I'm going with you.
Now, look, I don't think that
I'm not interested in your opinions. My father paid for this trip. I want the full sightseeing tour.
I was only interested in your safety. There's no telling what we may run into. But you're the boss, lady.
Guess you think I'm a pretty big heel, don't you?
Not at all.
Oh?
Just a medium-sized heel.
I should have known better. Where are you going to sleep?
By the fire with the others.
Good night.
It's nothing at all, just the surf. You go on to sleep, Pop. If you need anything, yell. You heard it too, huh? Someone's out there.
I never saw a drum that could beat itself.
We'll stand guard during the night. Chris, let me have your night. I'll take the first watch, and I'll call you when I feel tired. We'll never get anywhere but to wait for her all day.
You wait here, Mr. Macklin. I'll go fetch her.
Come on!
That was too close for comfort. Are you all right, Miss Jerry?
Okay. You were very brave.
I didn't think I had it in me. Thank you, Fred. If we ever get out of this thing alive, I'll see that Dad pays you well for this.
Thanks. Let's get going. I want to be sure and give you your money's worth.
Well?
Well, what? If you think you can guide this excursion any better, you're welcome to it.
Ooh, now who's on their high horse?
Hey, look. Here's the clue that'll lead us to what we're looking for. Look at the insignia on it. What do you make of it?
A Maltese cross with a skull and crossbone. I've seen that insignia someplace before.
I've got it. Why, that's the insignia of my fraternity at college. Boy, now we are making progress, huh, Mr. Macklin?
Yes, we are, Sammy. Do you have your fraternity pin on you?
Never without it. That's funny. I'm sure I had it on me.
You did. Sammy Ching. It's got your name on it.
Jumping one ton. Now we are onto something. What do you figure it means, Mr. Macklin?
It could only mean one thing, Sammy. We've been walking in circles. It's your pen. You probably dropped it the last time through.
I'm surrounded with idiots. Come on, let's go back to the beach. I'll lead. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Come on, we'll go this way. There it is. We made it.
Camp. Something's happened to the camp.
Mr. Macklin, what's happened?
I don't know. Where's Chris?
The radio, it's all smashed.
I don't like the looks of this, Sammy. Chris! Chris! Oh. His knife is gone.
Hey, look, bloodstains, footprints. I'll follow them. They might lead to something.
No, Sammy. We better stick together from now on. At least we'll have the odds on our side. There's nothing we can do for poor Chris. Let's follow the bloodstains.
Sammy, I'm scared.
You know something, Miss Jerry? If it'll make you feel any better, so am I.
Body with the face of a demon.
Demon. She-demon.
It's funny. Chris has worked for Dad ever since I can remember. I only grew to know him the last 2 days. Now he's dead. What's the difference? One of us will be next. At least he'll always be near the sea he loves so well.
Where do we go from here, Mr. Macklin?
I'm not sure. We can't stay here. There may have been others like the one we found. We'll have to take our chances in the jungle.
Yeah. I'd rather be looking for the she-demons than have them find us.
Jerry, it's time to go.
Okay, you just watched the first section of She-Demons. It's really not that bad of a movie compared to some of the ones we show and will be showing in the weeks and months and years to come. That wasn't really a bad one. And the blonde's hot. So go ahead and tell us about the blonde. I know how she died.
Okay, the blonde, her name is Irish McCalla.
Irish. Do you think that was really her name?
It was not.
Oh.
Well, there goes that.
Her real name was Elizabeth.
Oh, no.
But her stage name is Irish. So she played Jerry Turner. She started out as a pinup model.
She could have done it.
Mm-hmm. She was on the main person on the TV show Sheena, Queen of the Jungle.
Sheena was blonde, you know.
And as she got older, she would go to like cons and wear the Sheena leopard
she had
thing.
to be kind of old when she did that.
Yeah,
cons
so
haven't always been around.
Yeah.
Not like what we know.
She said that when she got that part, she said she couldn't act, but she could swing through trees, and that's how she got the part.
How did she know she could swing through
She
trees?
was very athletic. But
she's kind of a bigger girl, big blonde.
She's tall.
Yeah, big blonde.
She did die at the age of 73 from a stroke, and she had her 4th brain tumor.
And yes, I did look that up to see because she was a peroxide blonde. Okay, back in the day,
to see if that caused it.
To see if it caused it, and they actually said, and when I looked that up, that they have found that using that stuff on your hair,
bleach or peroxide,
dyeing your hair blonde like that actually is a deterrent to having brain tumors.
Does it kill the tumor?
I don't know, but they said they was suspicious about, and they said they found that it's actually
brain health.
Yeah. So because these guys might have bleached their hair once or twice, and
I didn't do it like that.
Not peroxide blonde, but hers was blonde.
Okay. Victor Sin Young played, I didn't write down his character name. He was the Chinese guy that was with the girl and the main guy, the third guy.
Oh,
You'll know him exactly. Yeah. He was mostly known for playing Jimmy Chan in the Charlie Chan movies.
Charlie Chan movies.
He
we
was
will
the
be showing
second
some Charlie
son.
Chan movies.
He was like in 13 of those.
You don't know Charlie Chan? You don't know when
I
we
have
say
no clue
Charlie
what y'all
Chan?
are talking about.
He's
Charlie Chan was a Chinese
detective.
detective.
Yeah. And they had
his
long
movies were
series.
actually pretty good.
And
they were like
and he had,
mysteries.
yeah, several.
But
Here we go.
who I know him as, and I had no idea when I was watching this.
Not Charlie Chan, but the guy she's.
He
referring
was
to.
Hop Sing from Bonanza.
Oh.
Your age is showing.
You know Bonanza. You know who Hop Sing is, and that was
and
him.
I guarantee you, nobody out there, Bonanza, what's that?
Oh, everyone should know what Bonanza
It was
is.
an old like Western show that was on Sunday nights. My dad had
An
to watch
hour
it
long,
every Sunday night.
and they only made one good one. It was when Hoss saw leprechauns. That was the only good one they ever made. There was leprechauns, people.
He died in 1980 at the age of 65. He had a Chinese pottery business that he ran out of his home, and it said he died from natural gas poisoning from a gas leak.
Usually you
And
blow up from that.
this was sad.
Oh.
He had been dead for 10 days when he was finally found.
So you're telling me the pottery business was not booming?
I don't know. And Pernell Roberts, who played the oldest son on Bonanza, paid for his funeral and
that's
did
nice.
his eulogy. Yeah.
Nobody liked the oldest son, by the way, on Bonanza. Go ahead.
Everybody liked Hoss because he was big and like a big old teddy bear.
And Little Joe.
And Little Joe because he was
good looking.
so good
Good
looking.
looking. Very
Yes.
good looking.
All right. And then we have Gene Roth, who played Igor. I
Clever,
thought
huh?
this
Because he was an assistant in the lab. And
Yeah, he was a big guy. He started out as a machinist, and he was a specialist in repairing and installing pipe organs.
And you don't get that too often.
I was just about to say, what?
Yeah.
I often wanted a pipe organ, though.
And because of his size, his roles were all like tough guy type roles. He was in several Three Stooges movies as the antagonist.
Was he on Perry Mason?
I don't know. He retired in 1960 and ran a liquor store in Hollywood.
God, now I feel bad for the guy. Now I feel
Hey,
bad.
but in Hollywood, I bet he made bank there.
I don't
So
know.
Then we have Grace Matthews, who it said was demon number 2. It's like, what?
Well, there were several of them girls that had that bad makeup.
Yeah.
Because the girls were all hot except for their face.
Right.
put a bag over him.
She.
They were trying to experiment to get his wife, the bad guys, the Nazis' wife, back to normal. So he was experimenting on them, and that would make them ugly.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay.
She started out in radio, and she played the role of Margot Lane in The Shadow. That's what
Margot
she's
Lane.
mainly known for.
Margot Lane. You got to say it like that.
Margot Lane.
Because he's talking to her with his telepathy. And it's Alec Baldwin. Margot Lane.
Mason's been watching
That's it.
30 Rock, so I see Alec Baldwin on it.
Well, we did see the one with Pee Wee in it, though. But
Wasn't that funny? I told you it was good.
yeah, like you could see strings on his legs a couple of
You
times.
liked it when he crossed his leg. I was like, yes.
Remind me, though, at the end, on the last thing, I don't want to give it away right now, but that I want to mention something about the Nazi guy's wife, okay, that he's trying to save. Okay, second part of She Demons. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Go.
Sounds like water.
It's over this way.
Hey, look, that water's boiling.
Probably due to some volcanic action. Let's follow the stream. Maybe it'll lead us to something.
Well, at least we won't get lost.
Where are we?
Well, you tell me. I don't know.
Don't ask me. I don't care.
Tired?
At a slight disadvantage. We left in such a hurry, I only packed one pair of feet. Oh, if my friends could only see me now. What I wouldn't give for a nice, chilled glass of champagne.
Miss Turner, what is your pleasures this evening?
Well, first, my good man, I'd like some chilled Madeleine. Make sure it's very, very chilled.
That is the specialty of the house, mademoiselle. And for an entree?
A sliced tenderloin, but only if it's rare.
Oh, stop it. My stomach's doing backflips.
It must be. I can hear it from here. Sounds like
Drums.
Yeah. You hear it too, huh?
Shh, listen. It's coming from that direction. Come on, this is what we were waiting for. They're dressed the same, but the faces, they're normal.
Even better. Looks like this is open to the public. Look.
Uniform.
A Nazi Gestapo. Shh. Hold it down.
Gern! Gern! Raus! Aufstehen! Schnell! Raus! Aufstehen!
So that's where they came from.
Gern! Gern! Raus! Aufstehen!
I'm going to see what's on the other side of that tunnel. If anything should happen, you two make it back to the beach.
Please be careful.
Do you really care?
It's just that I've gotten used to you, that's all.
of a camp in there. I can't figure it out.
So, all is in readiness.
How long must this continue, Carl?
The experiments are almost completed, my dear.
Doctor.
I told you never to come into this laboratory when I'm busy.
Get him out! Get him out!
I will not look at the Herr Osler.
Well, what's so important? Speak up. I've got work to do.
I came to report that I have recaptured the escaped Franzimers.
And you interrupt me to tell me that? Of course you've rounded them up. Where could they have gone?
Carl, get him out! Make him go away!
You heard what my wife said. Dollz! Oh, why nicht, mein Liebling? A healthy specimen. Soon you will be beautiful again, my dear. Now, if you are ready, we can continue the experiment. It's all over. Do you feel all right? Always the same reaction. A mindless animal. Not struggling, my little beast. In a few days, you'll be human again as before.
That will teach you. And that goes for the rest of you. Tried to escape again, I give you some of the same. Franzimers. Schweinhund.
Can't we do something for her?
Keep your eyes open. She's dead.
I'm frightened. Where are we? What is this?
Some kind of a torture camp.
Boy, the Nazis were experts at it.
This noise will attract the guards. There's an entrance leading into the mountain. You game?
Couldn't be any worse than this.
You want to bet?
Pretty classy. Must have taken a long time to cut all this away.
All of these islands are of volcanic origin. I suspect these lava tubes were converted into rooms. Couldn't make a better hiding place. Let's see what's in there. going to be all right. We'll find a way out of this.
Why do you keep saying that? You know it isn't true. If it isn't the snakes or the bombs and all those horrible creatures, it'll be something else. I tried to be brave. I really tried.
Look at me a moment. You've been very brave. It's the first time I've seen the real you. The you that's been hidden behind a hard, tough crust.
Forgive me, Fred. I didn't mean to make a scene. It's just that this has all been such a terrible nightmare. I guess it got the better of me.
Yeah. The best of you.
You know something, Fred? I never asked forgiveness from anyone before. Yet I asked you to forgive me, and I meant it. Funny, it wasn't hard to say. In fact, it felt quite natural. You've given me more courage than I've ever known before.
It's always been there. You've just shaken it loose.
All my life, I've had anything I wanted, everything money could buy. Yet in 2 days on this island, I've found something that all the money in the world can't buy. We may only have a short time. You've made me realize what an empty, self-centered person I've been. Whatever happens, I want you to know that I love you.
Roy! Vodka! Vodka! Schnell! Quickly! Fan out over the area. Someone has cut the girl down. Otto. Ah, Fritz. Get forward. Fräulein. So, what do we have here? Come out from there.
Well, Herr Ostler will be pleased to meet you. I will take you to him personally. You will regret and apologize for the insults I suffered today. Come over here so that I can see you better.
Oh,
Why, you are more beautiful than I thought. Perhaps Herr Osler would see fit to make a present of you to Igor. Yes. In exchange for the Medal of Honor, I would gratefully accept such a beautiful gift. Where did you come from? How did you get here?
I guess you want the truth.
You're not only beautiful, you are smart. I will know if you are lying.
I just swooshed in on a dry martini.
What is this swoosh?
It means to float, American slang.
So you floated in on a dry martini. I have heard of this martini. So the Americans are still using them, eh? Are you alone?
Practically.
I do not understand your answer. Make yourself clear.
Would you repeat the question, please?
I am beginning to lose my patience with you, Fraulein. Perhaps you are not aware of the fact you are a prisoner of the German Reich.
I've got big news for you, fatso.
Shut up! I will teach you to have respect for me.
Okay, big boy. You look pretty good with those helpless women. Let's see how you do with me. Sammy, get Jerry out of here. Wait at the top of the stairs. And don't let any of his buddies in.
But, Mr. Macklin.
Do as I say.
That was your fatal mistake, American swine.
Good work. The coast is clear. Let's ditch this crazy gopher tunnel.
Keep going. I'll try and lock him in. I'll meet you at the tunnel.
Okay, guys, second section is done. We are the prop of the week. These are things we got Dar several years ago, when back in the day, and these are worth a lot of money now. Oddly enough, here's Tank. Well, it does a whole tank.
Thing's kind of heavy.
It is heavy.
I don't remember
This is
Sure, give me the fat one.
Boomer. Well, he's big too, and I didn't know if he still worked. These are old, guys. And this is Hunter. I always mistake him as Jockey, but he's Hunter.
This
okay?
one doesn't work anymore.
Yeah, the batteries should be dead on these. They
Not
really
that
should.
one.
Now the Boomer's still working. These cost. Well, I think we got these for Christmas Star. These were $50 to $60 each back then. From what I've seen online, these are worth $200 to $250 a piece now, because people didn't buy them back in the day because they were too expensive.
Did you say what they were from?
They're from Left 4 Dead. Okay. Left 4 Dead for sure.
Left 4 Dead 2.
No, they're from Left 4 Dead.
But Left 4 Dead 2, I'm looking at the tab.
Okay.
Yeah, the tag
but
says
hold
2.
that and see. I do have Left 4 Dead 2, and she's got Left 4 Dead. The thing was, Dar. This is what Dar got into video game playing, doing. This was the game that got Dar going. Left 4 Dead. This is a zombie game. I had to come home from work every day and play Left 4 Dead, and he would watch me because he couldn't play it. He was young. He couldn't play it. He couldn't shoot good. He had to watch me and learn, and I wasn't good by any means. Then slowly he got better. and he would play while I was
forgot
at
that
work,
you
and
were
it got to the
playing.
point where I had to watch him
Oh,
play because
we've
he
all had
was
to
way
do
better
it.
than
But
me.
is this the game that he played that somebody had to stand behind him because he was afraid there were zombies?
Dawn of the Dead.
Okay, he was afraid that there
Zombies
would be
would come up
zombies
behind him, 'cause he was
come up
young.
behind
He
him
was
and
very
grab him.
he was very young.
And he was afraid of that, so
Yeah.
you had to stand
At the house right here on the
behind
corner.
him
He was
to
real bad with
protect
that.
him.
Yeah, because Dawn of the Dead, we played that at the arcade more so, and that was something we played together with guns. But Left 4 Dead is what got Dar in the door. That got him in the shape that he was in to play Call of Duty Zombies and stuff. And then of course when Fortnite came, that changed the world for as far as. He does things with his hands on there with Fortnite that I don't even know what he's doing, and he seems to accomplish
well, they
it.
said, you know, that stuff's really good for eye-hand coordination, and he shoots.
Oh, he would just do things like that, and it's like, how are you knowing?
Is he aware
Yeah.
they're making an Elden Ring movie?
I'm sure he is.
Because
I didn't know
I
it.
keep seeing like pictures of the.
Anyway, Hunter, I remember him like getting on your back and stuff like that, but
Yeah.
I thought Jockey did that, so I don't really know. But Boomer, of course, he would explode. He was like infected, and he would blow up. Tank would be the one that would come a little later, and you had to just
Load
keep
him
going
up.
and shooting because that guy would not go
Non-stop.
down. That guy wouldn't go down. I remember him on the bridge a lot.
Yes.
And he would come, and we would have to fight him on the bridge, and he was hard to take down. When you get good at it, though, you learn certain tricks, and you can take him down quicker. But Tank was definitely the problem. You just didn't want to get close to this guy.
Yeah.
But I always confuse Hunter with Jockey, and I don't think they made a Jockey plush or anything. But yeah. These are worth hundreds of dollars now because they were too expensive and not everybody bought them. So not very many people, on average, just have these sitting around, especially not all three of them.
And it's
Where
in good
did we
shape.
buy these?
Online.
We got them offline. I don't know. I probably from the people that actually,
Yeah.
Because if I remember right, it was kind of hard to find them.
Well, it was a little bit, but I mean, not everybody sold these, but yeah. But they're very cool and very sought after now. That's what got him in the door, and I thought we would show these because not everybody has these. These are odd, okay? And and Left 4 Dead, big game. I kind of feel bad because that's what really got this all rolling. I'm telling people say, "Oh no,
the video game craze."
The video game craze that we know today, I think Left 4 Dead is the one that got to start. That's my official instructions. Because
It's my story, and I'm sticking
well,
to it.
that was in the game. Remember when Doc was saying that?
Yes.
Yeah, the one Southern guy when they were in the mall.
Yeah.
In the mall.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
That's my official
official
instructions.
instructions.
And Dar would say that
All
so
the time.
Yeah, that's my official instructions. And you got to say official, not official.
Yeah,
You got to say
yeah.
official. Okay, so we'll let you go back to the movie and section 3 of She Demons, and we will be back with the movie that we'll be discussing of the week. Not the movie you're watching, the other one. Ready? Here we go.
He got everything he deserved.
We've got to keep moving.
Look.
I got a feeling it's going to be awfully crowded out there.
Not as crowded as it's going to be in here when the head man finds out what's happened.
Not much of a choice, but if I have a vote, I'll take my chances out there with them. Sorry. Does it hurt bad?
Only when I laugh. That slob must have worn brass knuckles. You sure you didn't have a friend?
You were no slouch yourself, Mr. Macklin.
Well, let's get going before rigor mortis sets in.
Hand ho! Hand ho!
We're making the best of our simple island life. Someday, maybe I shall return to the fatherland.
I doubt that very much, Colonel Carl Osler. Or do you prefer to be known as the Butcher?
I don't understand you.
Well, you have a short memory. Or perhaps you'd rather forget. You see, Colonel Osler, I happen to know that you're one of the most wanted men by the War Crime Commission.
You flatter me. I didn't know I was so well known.
There are hundreds of families in Europe who will never forget you as the Butcher. Colonel Osler earned his nickname by using unfortunate Nazi prisoners as human guinea pigs.
Lügen! Das sind alles Lügen. All lies. I was merely fulfilling my responsibility as a soldier of the Fuhrer in developing a master race.
Those women in the cages, Dr. Osler. Those she-demons.
She-demons? What an amusing name for my specimens. She-demons. It's very amusing, but quite appropriate.
Would those be the girls who disappeared from the island of Port Anais about 10 years ago?
You seem to be very well informed. Perhaps too well informed. How much does the world know of this?
Only rumors. Vague rumors. Why don't you give us the facts?
You must be joking. Since you won't have an opportunity to repeat it, why not? It's true. During the war, I performed some of experiments which might be termed unethical. But I simply couldn't pass up the opportunity. You see, the people involved were sentenced to die, and how they died was unimportant. My obligation was to develop a method of replacing scar tissue on the human body by new skin. You see, my Führer believed that since we were developing a master race, there would be no place for scarred war veterans. Every Nazi was supposed to be a perfect human specimen.
And he actually believed that?
Believed it? We proved it. A colleague and I successfully transformed scar tissue on a woman's body into clear new skin through the use of radiation. Unfortunately, the subject died shortly after the experiment due to the extreme radiation dosages.
Well, that doesn't sound like a successful treatment.
I'm sure that if we had been given enough time, we would have solved the problem of the radiation dosages.
But what has that to do with the laboratory here?
It was during the course of this experimentation that we quite accidentally discovered a potential power of incomparable magnitude from the source of our radiation. You see, this source was hot volcanic matter.
You mean lava?
Yes, precisely. The largest natural resource on this earth.
Lava a natural resource?
Why, of course. Whereas oil and coal and iron are known to exist only on the extreme crust of the earth, the entire center is a mass of boiling rock. If someone could discover a use for this lava, well, they could have a constant supply of ready-made power from now until kingdom come.
Yes, yes. Your observation is quite close. But we went one step further. Let me show you. You are looking at molten lava. It has a temperature of over 65,000 degrees Fahrenheit and maintains it constantly. If this fire were to cool by as much as 1,000 degrees, the surface of the Earth would in time be covered by a layer of ice. Because we learned about these islands, I was sent here during the war by our chiefs of staff to continue our research on what we termed thermal energy. What you see here is the result of years of labor.
Well, you lost me a long time ago, but go ahead.
It's really quite simple. Unfortunately, it takes an enormous amount of equipment. What we are doing is electronically extracting the heat from the center of the Earth and converting it into useful power. You see, the generators which make the electricity that drives this machinery use this power. Unfortunately, We can only use a very small amount of it, and the rest has to go to waste.
Then actually you don't use the lava, only the heat from it. Now, from this heat, you manufacture electricity. That is used to extract the original power source. Is that correct?
That's basically correct.
And what you're saying is you have accomplished perpetual motion.
That is quite correct. You see, although I have succeeded in completing the most sought-after dream of mankind since time immemorial, I have to keep it a closed secret between myself and my creatures.
But what about all this equipment?
Oh, that was much easier than you suspect. It was really quite a simple matter to build our quarters and the generators in the laboratory with labor and material brought here by submarine.
Are you aware that this island is being used for bombing practice by our Naval Air Force?
Quite aware. They've bombed here many times. But we are quite safe, you see. From view and from bombs, everything is built underground.
Well, why hasn't someone discovered this island before?
Some have. Like yourselves, come here accidentally. Naturally, they can never leave alive. The rest are kept away by the convenient orders of your Naval Air Force. Mona. Mona, what are you doing here?
Carl, I heard that we have visitors. It has been so long that I thought...
That's correct, but these are strangers.
Oh, you're so beautiful. I'm so glad you came. I was just saying to
Mona.
Carl the other day that...
Mona, can't you see we are busy? Now, you will leave us now.
Yes, Carl. As you say, Carl.
You will have time later. Our friends are planning to stay on the island for a very long time. Oh, I see. You're wondering about Mona. Mona's my wife. She once was a very beautiful woman. She was my laboratory assistant when I married her many years ago. And later she continued to work with me here on the island. And one day, a terrible accident happened. She was severely burned during experimentation by exhaust from the lava. I vowed to spend the rest of my life to make her beautiful again.
The girls?
Yes. I have made some refinements on a discarded theory based on the exchange of what I term character X between a healthy specimen and my wife.
What is it, character X?
We all have in us a chemical quality composed of genes. That gives us our personal appearance, our individual character. To eliminate it would be fatal. Therefore, I have devised a very complicated method by which I can physically exchange this secretion between two living persons.
Those creatures out there are a reflection of your wife's disfigurement. But the fangs, the claws, they're animal instincts.
Oh, well, unfortunately, a full transfusion of character X from Mona would be so void of character genes that it might be fatal. Therefore, it was necessary to reinforce this substance passing from Mona to the girls by character X from a combination of animals.
So in addition to your wife's genes, those poor girls are being injected with gene cells, or character X as you call it, from animals. Then that counts for their animalistic mannerisms.
Do not be sorry for my little specimens, because in a few days they'll be able to rebuild their own character cells again and be normal as before, which is very convenient because that way I can use them over and over again.
You're mad, completely insane.
No, my dear. You are mistaken. It's only the unimaginative who cannot believe that man is capable of improving on nature.
We've seen the results of your errors, Dr. Osler. But what of Mona?
We've discussed enough. I told you much more than I intended. Take the girl to the women's isolation room. That's merely a precautionary measure.
What happens to us now?
I suppose you realize the extent of damage and inconvenience you have caused? Also, you have killed my most faithful and trusted guard. I expect you will find the punishment, even considering your American standards, for the time being, rather lenient.
You can do what you want to with us. But if there's any sense of decency left in that worm-ridden body of yours, I hope you'll have some consideration for Jerry.
Oh, yes. Already taking that into consideration. You're worrying needlessly. I have something very special planned for her.
You harm that girl, and I'll kill you if it's the last thing I ever do. Understand?
You do not seem to be in a position to dictate anything. The next time we meet, I do not think you will have the exuberance that you so foolishly display now. My soldiers will see to that.
Der arme Mann ist durstig. Ich gebe ihm Wasser.
Haben Sie Durst? Dolles Wasser, Trinkschwein. Das ist from Igor.
Aufstehen. Obey my command. I said get up!
Swine! You filthy slob. I can take all your dish out and more.
He's had enough.
Here is company, my lovely maidens.
They don't kid around, do they?
Real tough eggs. Filthy scum.
Anything I can do for you?
Yeah, you can teach me to keep my big mouth shut. I really talked myself into one then.
Lie back. Maybe we can sleep it off.
Look at them. Boy, at least they don't know what's going on. Hey, you don't think there's any chance we figure in his plans, do you?
Who'd want a wife with our face?
Yeah, never thought of that. At least that's something in our favor.
The only thing.
Well, we got nothing to lose. If we could only figure something out. You got any ideas? Maybe if we could fit a hairpin in that lock. It's been done before, you know. It wouldn't work then either. Hey, you asleep?
I'm just thinking.
Jerry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking about that, too.
There's only something I could do. Knowing Osler and his barbaric reputation, there's no telling what torture she's going through.
Okay, the third section is gone, and we're going to be talking about the movie that I've chose for the week to talk about. And this is in a 2-pack, so it is Once Bitten over here and Vampire's Kiss with Nick Cage on the other side. But we're not talking about Vampire's Kiss, we're talking about Once Bitten. Okay, and one of my favorite, I like movies like this because it's stupid, it's funny, but it's spooky at the same time, okay? A little bit spooky, and they're vampires and stuff like that. But it's all taken in a lighthearted way, and nobody's gross and disgusting and cutting people apart and making, sick, stuff like that. And that's why I like these type of movies. And this was a very good movie. 1985. And of course, it was one of Jim Carrey's earliest movies that he did.
Say, wasn't it his first?
He didn't do In Living Color until 1990. We're talking 5 years later.
Wow.
So this was before he even got on In Living Color, and they definitely recognized a talent there because you could tell it even back then, though, and some of the things he did in Once Bitten, how he would move around,
And
you
the
could
face.
tell. Yeah, that was
facial.
Jim Carrey. He was doing it already right there. He was playing the part of Mark Kindle, and his girlfriend was Karen Copins. Is that how you say her name? Karen Copins. She was really hot. Her name, Robin, on there. And the only other movie I seen her in that I could say, Troop Beverly Hills. She was the dad's
girlfriend
in the car.
Oh
that
my
was a
gosh,
butthole.
you're right.
Yeah, you hardly seen her in it, but that's the only movie I know of her in. Besides, I don't know if you guys know her in anything. And then, of course, the vampire girl, the Countess, was Lauren Hutton. Okay, Lauren Hutton is looked at as being such a...
I don't see it.
I don't either. She's skinny as a rail, flat-chested, and you could drive a car between her front teeth, okay?
Yeah, I kind of don't like
They got a split between her front teeth like that wide. Her and Madonna, you know, they could hook teeth together and not get apart because of the split between their teeth. But, of course, she was in one of my favorite movies, Zorro the Gay Blade. She was the main girl in that with George Hamilton. Yeah, that was a great movie. But, yeah. And then, of course, Sebastian was played by Cleavon Little, which was the main black guy in Blazing Saddles.
Oh my God, I just made that connection.
Yeah, that was,
my
of course,
God.
Blazing Saddles is a legendary
And he acted way
movie.
different. Oh
Yeah,
my
totally
gosh.
different guy. But that was Sebastian, and that was Cleavon Little playing both those parts. And another very small part by a person that wasn't really known at the time. She was the main girlfriend of Robin. Suzette was her name on the show. Very small part. She had a few lines. Megan Maloney. She was her best girlfriend that she spoke to. And she spoke a lot of times when Jim Carrey was next to him. But yeah, she was very young. Very pretty, but very young. And that, yeah. And of course, Jim Carrey was cool because he drove an ice cream truck. And that's pretty cool.
I'm sorry, I
Don't you
would
think
think
that's
that was
pretty
cool
cool?
if he had ice cream in there.
Yeah, he had ice cream. Yeah, he had ice cream. You know, the boys come up there and he...
Yeah, I'd be fine with some ice cream.
Yeah, ice cream truck. Of course, he wanted to have sex with her in the ice cream truck. They all parked outside, and then people would come up and wanted ice cream, and you know
Very
how that
inconvenient.
is. Yeah, very inconvenient. And his cool friends, which never, according to what I seen, went on and did anything. His two cool friends that worked at that kind of like Photo Hut burger place out in the parking lot. You know what I mean? It wasn't attached to anything. It was just a standalone out in the parking lot. And they had trouble with girls, of course, and stuff like that. But I don't think they ever went on and did anything. If they did, it was really insignificant. Okay, the best part of that movie, one of the best parts, there was a lot of goodness to the movie, but one of my favorite parts was the totally unchoreographed dance.
I knew you were going to say that. I was going to say it too.
I mean, you could tell that was all spur of the moment. They didn't figure that out at all. And it happens a lot of times when you're at a dance like that everybody there goes into a non-choreographed dance like that and has a battle with the other girl and all that stuff. Two skinny girls.
Dance off.
Yeah. I mean, Robin was definitely hotter than Lauren Hutton, but they were both, that big around. You know, they were tiny, very skinny girls. But yeah, that was a very good part of the movie there. And of course, the 10 seconds worth of sex in the coffin at the very end.
Even as a kid,
Too late.
Even as a kid, I was like, that was too fast.
That was too fast.
Nothing happened.
But yeah, that's our movie of the week. Once Bitten, because we're always doing a movie that we talk about, and we've seen that movie a million times. And of course the song, that they sing at the beginning and at the end. Once Bitten. Yeah, yeah, and. That was done by, I think, Melrose Avenue.
Shut up!
I'm pretty sure.
They weren't even alive.
They probably were not. Or they were getting their first tattoo of a daisy. Okay, let you see the last part of the movie, and then we will come back with our snack, and Deza will tell us about her Thursday evening. Okay, there we go. Watch She-Demons.
really most unfortunate that I have to serve my choicest vintage in this inadequate, inappropriate manner, but you understand that after 12 years, our supply of luxury items is severely depleted. Will you accept this as a token of my esteem and of my admiration for your charm and for your beauty? Let's toast to the beginning of a long and pleasurable association. Hmm? Don't be bashful. Oh, you are tired, hmm? Come, drink this and relax. It will make you feel much better. Come on, don't act like a child. Do you know that I went to considerable effort to have this room arranged so that it's comfortable and congenial to the occasion? Now, come on, consider me a friend. Don't be afraid. Come, let's drink together.
Where's Mona and Mr. Macklin? Why aren't they here?
Oh, how stupid of me. At the last moment, I decided that the late hour is not beneficial to Mona's health. Mona needs a whole night's rest. Your friend, Mr. Macklin, sends his regrets. He said he wasn't feeling well. He wants to be excused.
What have you done to Fred?
Oh, there's no reason for concern. Both of your friends are exceptionally well being cared for. I have given personal orders that they receive special attention by my most congenial guardsmen.
Do you think I would have come here if I thought we were going to be alone? Or that I would put on this mothball monstrosity for you?
Monstrosity? You are simply beautiful, Amy. This dress has been in Mona's closet for a long time. Never have I seen it look so striking. I've been very patient with you. Now, please, don't let's argue on such a beautiful night, hmm? My only wish is to please you.
If you wish to please me, drop dead.
There's no need for bitterness, Miss Turner. However, if you insist, I'm quite capable of employing, let's say, more persuasive measures. However, I don't intend to let this champagne go to waste. In that case, I have to be a bad host and drink alone. Here's to your happiness. And to mine. All my life, I've spent in the service of my country. I've done my duty well. Most of these medals here are bestowed by the Führer personally. I've accomplished scientific achievements that all the men in the world haven't been able to do. I'm master of my own island, with a specially trained force of men to serve my every need. I have everything. Everything a man can wish. But I have nothing. See, I'm very fond of my wife, but I'm very lonely. Unfortunately, you don't understand.
I understand perfectly, and if you don't mind, I think I'll go to my room.
No, stay here. Come, look at the island. Isn't it beautiful? It's yours. It is yours to reign over as my queen. Everything that I have, everything I've worked for in all these years is yours. I'll give it to you, understand? I'll give it to you in exchange for your love. I must have you. I must. That was very foolish of you. I have other ways to make you realize. Perhaps you will change your mind when you hear that the life of your American swine depends on your decision.
You wouldn't dare. It's another one of your filthy lying tricks.
Ah. I have dealt with situations like this before. Remember? I used to serve in concentration camps. A human life is of no consequence to me.
You inhuman beast. What have you done with Fred and Sammy?
I've trained my soldiers well in the art of persuasive torture.
You've already murdered them.
No. They have suffered inconveniences, yes. But how long they suffer and when they die, that's entirely up to your decision.
If I continue to refuse?
And I have only one alternative. That I must utilize your beauty to further the experiments on my wife.
She-demon?
Yes. You see, you understand me perfectly. But this isn't necessary. None of this is necessary. Oh, just be reasonable.
Keep away from me.
Come on. You're so beautiful.
Jerry! Over here in the cage.
Fred, what have they done to you?
The dress, what happened? Did he hurt you?
They're after me now.
You've got to get away from here.
I won't leave you.
Jerry, it's our only chance. Please. Don't use the tunnel. Hide somewhere in the jungle. You'll be safe until daylight. Maybe there's some other way out.
The escaped demons are out there.
I'll chance it.
Afraid?
I don't know.
Quickly, they're coming.
I'll find a way. I'll be back.
Wache! Wache! Schnell, ihr Idioten! The girl has escaped! Schnell!
Do not be afraid. I'm here to help you.
Mona, I thought you were asleep. What are you doing here?
Carl also thought that I was in my room. I have been very much awake. The shadows of this night have revealed a great deal to me.
Mona, let me explain.
No explanations are necessary. You see, the last time I wore that dress was in that very same room. Just before the accident, many years ago. We were younger and much in love. He promised me the island, too. That was long ago. Now all I have to live for is a moment when I can remove these bandages and once again face the world.
How bad is your face?
Shortly after the accident, Carl ordered all of the mirrors on the island destroyed. I have never seen my face since.
I left a small compact mirror with my clothes in your dressing room. If you should find it, I don't think there'd be any harm done.
Listen, the soldiers have left. On the other side of the island, you will find a small rowboat. If you hurry, you can make it before sunrise.
Why are you doing this? You know if I escape, I have to tell the authorities.
I have no choice. In either case, I would lose Carl. I prefer to lose him to the authorities.
I can't leave now, Mona.
But why not?
Well, not without my friends.
You must be very much in love to make such a sacrifice. Here. Take this. It is a key to the lock on their cage. I will show you an easier way back.
Would you help me to get my clothes? I can't get around very well in this. You might be able to wear it again soon. I'll never forget you for this, Mona.
There's one thing I must warn you of. If anything should happen, I will not be able to help you any further. Do you understand? Then come. I will lead you part of the way.
I was worried about you. I thought I'd lost you.
Gosh, you're a sight for sore eyes, and for once I really got him.
But what are you doing here? The key to our cell?
Where'd you get it?
Secret, I'll tell you later. I know where there's a boat.
How do we get there?
A mountain trail. I'll lead you.
Sammy, see where the guard is. I don't know how you did it.
It's clear now.
Meet us around at the door. Now.
Out for a walk? May I join you? You are trembling. You must be cold. No wonder. It's so late. Perhaps we all better turn in and get a good night's rest. I just remember, I have some important work tomorrow in the laboratory. Except for the piercing of the needle, you will feel little or no pain. Struggling is of no avail. It only tends to heighten your pulse and raise your blood pressure to a dangerous point.
Please, I beg of you, do what you want with us, but in heaven's name, release the girl. Have you no human dignity left?
Miss Turner, in a few moments, your features will turn into a deformed being with the characteristics of an animal. In a few days, you will be normal again. But unfortunately, you will never remember who you are. For the rest of your life, you will live without identity. For the last time, I give you an opportunity to change your mind on the basis of our discussion last night. Well, then, we proceed with the operation.
What's that? Do you hear that?
Hmm?
Sounds like planes.
It's probably a patrol.
Yeah, they've started to bomb the island.
They've bombed before. We're safe.
Stop!
What are you doing?
This will not continue. You have done enough harm.
Mona, I'm doing this for you. Let me continue.
It was I who gave them the key to escape.
Why did you do this, Mona?
Because of what you have done to me.
loosen the frame. Give me a hand.
Help! Stand! I must have help, or this will crumble. Help my wife! A lifetime of work! Let's get out of here! Help one of them!
Intended to use this on Carl if necessary. I could not bring myself to do it. Here. You may have use for it. It will be dangerous to use the stairs. There's a tunnel over there. You'll find safety on the other side. Good luck. Oh, Miss Turner. Thank you most graciously for the mirror.
Mona, you must come with us.
Thank you. You're most kind. But my place is here by my husband's side.
But why?
Why? Would you go if you look like this?
No, let me help.
Go on, get out of here. You haven't got a chance. Jerry, give me a hand. Pull hard. Harder. Can you walk?
Yeah. Let's blow this crazy fire trap.
Slide this way. Let's try it.
Breaking up all around us.
Boy, this island is turning into one great big hot plate. Let's get moving.
We can't go through that way.
None of the passage. Let's see where it leads.
Now where are we?
We're standing on the floor of an old volcanic crater. The way things are going, this will be a molten lava pit any minute. We'll try to get out over that side over there. It looks the easiest. How about it, Sammy? Are you ready?
Look, Fred, up on the crater.
feast your eyes on that, will you? I never thought anything could look so good.
That's the rowboat. We've got it made now.
Hey, you two, don't start counting your fortune cookies before they're baked. I don't exactly look forward to a 300-mile rowing excursion back to the mainland.
We've got nothing to worry about. As soon as those pilots report the volcanic eruption out here, we'll have the whole fleet for company.
Got all the company I need right now.
You two can boil if you want to. I'm going down to the boat.
Hey! Come on!
Okay, the movie is over. And before I forget, I wanted to mention the fact that me and Patty we were watching the movie and we were debating whether or not that when the wife took off the mask of the Nazi, if she was going to be really attractive and he had been lying to her, or if she was really ugly like the other girls. Well, she did take off her mask at the very end, and my goodness, she was uglier than the other girls. He wasn't lying about anything. He was trying to fix her. Yeah, she was a couple of notches worse than the other girls, which were already ugly. She looked more like a skeleton face. Yeah, she was ugly. It happened in a lab accident. She was beautiful, and it happened in a lab accident. It was not supposed to happen. He was trying to fix her, as Nazis do. So, yeah, that's what happened there. I'm going to let Deza, we're going to talk a little bit about what Deza did on Thursday. She was at Melrose Place, and Luke Perry was there. And,
he's dead!
And that's the scariest part about it. No, there was actually people there more scary than Luke Perry being dead for a few years.
You're not wrong.
But she went to a concert in
Who
Aurora, Illinois.
I did not!
Which is right down
Lakewood, Ohio.
Yes. And
I actually can say I still have the stamp. I went to the Roxy at Mahal's. It sounds fun just saying the Roxy.
Yeah, I seen Mahal's. I zoomed in on everything because we have the tracking system. It wasn't that big, no.
It looked like a storefront.
Yeah, and we were in the big room, and the room wasn't that.
Yeah, on the tracker will let you see the fronts and everything, and it didn't look like.
Yeah, we get there, and I was like, "This is the building.
Yeah.
That's small. I've never been to a concert that small."
Anyway, she went and seen a group that you will probably have not
Look
heard
them
of,
up!
and you will probably never hear of.
They're just getting their foot in the door. Leave them alone.
I don't know. The guy's covered in tattoos.
Yeah,
and
the world's a little
different. I don't know what the deal is about tattoos. I hope I live long enough, and I probably won't. I lived in an era where girls did not have tattoos. Only bikers did, okay, and truckers. Okay, and then suddenly it slowly eased into the girl section, okay? She does not have tattoos. I don't have tattoos. Now the girls are beginning to be covered in tattoos.
Good thing you weren't at this concert.
You see pretty girls with pretty legs, and they got tattoos all over that. It's terrible. It's terrible. I'm hoping I live long enough to where it gets to the point where, kind of like in the 50s, if you didn't smoke cigarettes, you were a weirdo. Then it got to the point where you don't smoke cigarettes, you're a weirdo because you smoke. Now, I'm hoping it gets to you don't tattoo.
My thing is, like, everyone's arms were covered, okay? But they were just a whole bunch of flowers. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. To me, I like stuff that makes sense. I don't like...
And not written in Chinese.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
We don't live in China.
And I don't want to say it's not always appropriate, but I don't want them always shown. That's why with me, when I was there, you couldn't see anything. You know, it looks like I don't have any. So...
Anyway, she had the VIP thing, and she got to go up and meet them also after. She just got done meeting...
Ice Nine
Inch Nails.
No!
Last week, and then we're talking 4 days later. She's meeting this guy.
So we got there, and we could tell who was all going to the concert. Everybody, I was the only blonde there. That was kind of awesome, which I knew I'd stick out. Everybody had black hair
because of the style.
It was gothic. It was like punk. Everyone wore black. I wore a red shirt because I knew that they would all wear black. I normally wear black too.
Yeah, we do.
So we got in line for the VIP. Of course, everybody was real nice because everyone's there for the same reason. But there was a woman next to us. She told me she was 55. She looked little older than that, but whatever.
Hope
She
she's
had
not watching this. If she's not, disclaimer if you're watching this.
Yeah, no, she helped me out. And then she had a fake leg, like at least from the knee down. Yeah, she said something about like a prosthetic leg because she kind of walked a little, you know. And she made a joke about tripping people, and I thought it was funny. She was real short, but we started talking and everything like that, and she was there by herself and everything, so we kind of just talked and stayed together. We were supposed to get in at 5:30. Freaking 6 o'clock, they started getting us in there, and it was cold outside.
What, did they have a reason?
I didn't know. And then it was so funny. As we're standing there, the guitar player I see come out, and I went, and he starts coming up, and I go, Mason, and I go, what? I go, you see that guy? Yeah, who's he? I go, he's in the freaking band, move over! So we're all just like, hey, Mitchell. Just get... Mitchell. Dar asked if he was gay when he saw a picture. I was like, no, he's really muscular. He works out. I was like, no, he has a really pretty girlfriend. But anyway, so they're Australian, so their helpers that were coming out were like...
Wait, they're all Australian?
Yes.
I thought just the one guy was. I didn't know they were all. Men. Oh, okay. That's why you were mate, right? Mate?
Yeah. Hello, love. Yeah, really loud. I was like, oh my. So anyway, they were coming out and scanning our stuff, and they were like, they're roadies, and they were all Australian. So, a bunch of hot tattooed Australian men. Yes!
Any kangaroos or...
No. So anyway, we finally got inside. We walk in, and I'm like, this place is small. Because I'm used to, like, venues, you know, like...
So it was smaller than the Adamant venues. You've been in smaller ones with Adamant.
That was more of like a classier bar club place. This was not. Like, I don't know who had redone the floor, but it needed to be redone again. Like, it was very
so
old.
You could tell they were not at the top of their game.
They're not, because they just got signed. Like, this is their first tour ever in the United States and stuff. So this is, like, fresh.
Did you tell them they shouldn't have named themselves that because there was a bad show named Melrose Place?
Not Melrose Avenue.
Yeah, it's like, yeah.
So we get in there.
Like the Hoosiers. They were from England, and we named them after Hoosiers.
We get up by the stage, and they say that they're coming out, and they get ready, and they come out, and they're delicious. But here was my issue.
The lead singer has a
OnlyFans
page. He's a boy.
I've been so tempted to look, but I did not look. I've not looked. Anyway, his waist, though, is like that big. Skinny bro. Anyway.
Sounds like it.
So they're up there talking, and there are women that are clearly older than me. 40s up, 50s, whatever. They needed to be hosed down. They were acting straight up full. I said,
was it like women at a strip club?
Here's the thing. The girls in their 20s is what I expected to be, you know, which, okay, fine, you're young. Because they're young. The oldest one is 30. The lead singer's 22. So, and a bunch of these women during the question and answer were like, oh, I was at this show, and do you remember me? Stop. No, and then they were like, oh, yeah, they don't remember you. Stop. Like, calm down. And a bunch of these women, not the 20-something-year-olds, are bringing them gifts and everything, and I'm like...
What'd they bring them? Example?
Chocolates, stuffed animals, and it just, I don't know, it seemed weird to me.
Any shrimp?
No.
Barbie?
I got you. But I don't know, like, I guess I just thought it was weirder because they were older, and I'm older, and I wouldn't have brought them. I don't know. I guess
Sounds more desperate to me.
And a lot of them weren't attractive, you know?
Yeah.
So... They started the line for the meet and greet, and they started it, like, literally where we were at.
I'm getting up.
You're fine. So they all had colds, so we couldn't hug them. We could fist pump. You know?
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
I hate fist pumping. But as I did it, I said, so as I'm walking up there, the one guy goes, hello, love, really loud.
Isn't that what you say when you're in England, though, when you're a vampire?
I don't know. Now you got me questioning.
Hello, love. Yeah, that sounds like an English thing to me, doesn't it?
I think they're also... Okay, I don't know. Anyway.
Okay.
So I said, sorry guys, my hands are freezing. It was cold outside. Like, you had us waiting out there for 30 minutes. You know? And they're like, that's okay. So I stood in the middle, and it kind of happened fast, which I wasn't too thrilled about, but whatever.
Like Spangoli. Go!
No, but some of these women were up there for way too long. And it's like, we don't care about your stupid gifts. The lady that I had, like, latched onto, she was standing there at one point, I'm not going to say the word, she was like, come on, you B words, we don't got all day. I was like, oh my gosh, you should not say that, you know? So her idea was so we could get our place back up front by the stage. She was like, when we get out of the line to meet them, because they were right up by the front stage, she goes, let's just get in the back of the line and we'll end up right back up front. We can be by the stage. I'm like, that's genius. I didn't even think about that. So everybody's kind of standing outside. I did that with her, and what do you know? Right when they were done, we were right back in front where we were, and I wasn't moving a muscle. Mason came in. He was a couple people behind us, but he just was like...
He said he was in the back.
He went to the back, because he was... And he's so short.
Well, it was like when we were at the No Authority concert at the fair. I was in the front. Wasn't in the front very long because everybody got in front of me.
Pushed down.
Yeah, they weren't super aggressive. I gotta say that. A lot of times people were excellent, but and they're like, "Oh, I'm sorry." It's like you don't have to say that. We're all in the same boat. But I was one of the tallest. Yeah. So I was one of the tallest people, which was excellent. So Mason went out to the car. He wasn't upset. He was like, "I'm fine." You know?
They themselves, Does said, only played an hour.
Yeah, and the opening band, Stray View, they were actually really good and delicious.
If you like that sort of thing.
Tattoos.
Tattoos too?
But not as much. Oh, yeah. And they were, they had the facial hair and the tattoos.
Facial hair? Did she have facial hair in a young band like that? I thought that wasn't a thing.
I don't know how young this guy is. I think he's in his 30s.
Okay.
Yeah. They were hot, though. Their music was pretty good. And then that was 8 to 8:30. And then 8:30 to 9, we were just standing there. That kind of sucked.
Yeah.
Then they came out and they performed, and of course, the first song, Vlado has a leather jacket on. I'm like, that's gonna be gone. Second song, jacket gone. Third song, shirt gone. He never wears clothes. Yeah. But
You got a couple tattoos though.
why I was looking at his shoes, I got a thing with that. He was wearing like tap shoes.
Did he tap?
No, but I was like, those are tap shoes. Wait. And then the one guitar player was wearing like off-brand thick-soled Converse. It was bothering me. I was like, and then somebody also asked him why they didn't have a bassist, and they go, we can't afford it. And I think they were dead serious. They probably really couldn't.
You don't need one.
And the other guitar player's shirt was so wrinkled. I wanted to be like, I know a steamer. Do you need a steamer?
Yeah.
I know they don't have money. Like, I got it. But
yeah, it's like when we'd go to North
and their clothes were dirty.
And it looked like they'd been in the same clothes week after week. Yeah, it was terrible.
It was a really good show. I knew all the words. A few times they wanted us to jump, and I was like, this old lady ain't jumping.
I bet the other old ladies.
No, they were not.
Oh, they weren't?
Because a few of the lady next to me goes, I don't want my leg to fall off. I'm dead.
Been down that road.
There was a lot of women there, though, that were older that did not know how to act. And the 20-something-year-olds I had some next to me, much more well-behaved. And I would expect them to be more, but no, it was the older women that were.
This is not a racist thing, and I'm not bringing it up to be racist, but was there any black people there? Male or female?
No.
None at all?
No.
Okay, I'm just curious.
No.
They were in Ohio.
I think I might have saw one Hispanic woman. It was all yeah.
Okay.
Now that I'm
I'm not surprised. certain groups don't attract.
Yeah.
Well, certain music styles.
Yeah.
That's why Kara would always be the odd one at punk rock.
Yeah, because she
would always
Dar's old girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great show. I had a great time. I didn't get a lot of sleep for work the next day.
It was a 4-hour drive, and they didn't leave.
But it was funny. Normally, I'm like, when I'm with people, I'm like the punky one and everything. There, I looked like freaking. Oh, I stopped myself. Woo! Freaking Cinderella, because I was the only blonde. I didn't have black on, but it was a great show. Give me a snack.
And now she's going to get her just desserts. She's getting donuts?
No, I would say donuts. Because they look almost, because they're like donuts.
They're little donuts. But it says
donuts.
And right there, donuts.
Donuts.
Okay, so there
it's a donut.
Continuing in our in-cap thing of seeing the Mexican food of dessert type treats.
Those are so.
Because we ate one last week that you were here.
It's so popular at Sam's Club. We would have a lot of big Hispanic families come in for Bimbo.
Yeah.
That brand.
Bimbos.
But I've never had.
Yeah,
they look good.
Bimbo bakeries in this area, so
thank you.
Twin packs here. You couldn't get it.
They're just donuts.
I couldn't get this in a smaller package. For just
it
what
smells
we did.
like cinnamon sugar or.
Now we had something last week. I'm sure you've seen it on the show when you watched
These
it, right?
These are plain.
That's what we had an issue with last week. It was a. It was
I'm
like
not
a.
there.
It was like a.
dull.
It was like
no,
a
I
sugar.
meant, you're right.
It was like a sugar type thing with chocolate and milk, but yet it was very bland.
I'm going to need
tasting.
something to drink to get this down.
And see,
Okay,
That's
normally,
kinda dry.
normally Hispanic people season and flavor their food. I'm
well,
disappointed.
that was my argument
I'm
last week.
disappointed.
Yeah, all their food that they eat is very spicy and everything, but it seems
These are
like all the
dull.
Mexican desserts are very bland.
Very dry.
Yeah, I don't.
You want a
I-
bite of this
Yeah,
one?
let me take a bite of that one. I can send these home for the boys if you want me to, but
Yeah, Darth says all my food's
kinda
bland.
dry.
It's bland.
very bland. It's like a sugar donut with no sugar.
I'm disappointed.
But again, all the we've tasted two now, and what they have in common is there's not much
They're
flavor to it.
bland.
Yeah, there's not sweetness or
Wow.
anything. And you would think just the opposite, but yeah, not good.
Yeah, Darth said when Terrence gets here that she wants to like cook us food and everything, and he goes, she's gonna season stuff, and I'm like, I have to approve
Cajun?
the seasoning.
All right. Now that we choked down our treat for the week, thanks for watching our show. And next week, Patty has to work all weekend long.
What's next? Oh,
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
Nothing important.
yeah, I knew that already.
Nothing important to see here, folks. But she will be working. I don't know how long you'll be working on Sunday. How late?
Neither.
Okay.
Usually till 3.
And then she's not close, so she has to drive too. So we don't know what's going to happen next week, if she's going to be able to make the show.
Remind me to tell
or
Dar
we're gonna
that
do
he
the
has to
show
get me something.
without her. Money is no object. I'll have him get it from her.
Somebody asked me to, I think it was Shu, but she was like, because we keep hearing Mother's Day commercials, which is why I should know this. She's like, what is your mom like? And I go, she literally always asks for pajamas. Serious. I was like, literally every time, new pajamas. I go, that's not even me being lazy. That's what she wants.
That's because she wears pajamas to work, wears pajamas to the store, wears pajamas
No,
to get
that's a pet peeve of mine, seeing people out in public in pajama pants.
and slippers.
Don't even get me started.
Put
on
some clothes on.
Yeah, put
Those
some
aren't clothes.
Put some cool shoes on like Crocs, okay? Come on, people.
I don't know what's worse.
I know.
Honestly.
I know. Probably some people that watch this have got on. They look at their feet right now, and there's Crocs.
People
on them.
tell me how comfortable they are, and I have put some on my feet.
I just don't see the comfort level in
I
that.
have put them on my feet, and I'm like, no, I like my tennies.
They're
Yeah,
hard
tennis
shoes.
Yeah,
And they don't protect you.
Yeah.
They're rough. I
No.
mean, you can just, yeah.
yeah. It's just
That's another
cheap,
tangent.
easy. Yeah, we don't like that. Anyway,
We don't like cheap and easy.
cheap
Don't.
and easy. Women, yes. Shoes, no. We have to draw the line. We have to draw the line on shoes. Next week we'll be showing Unknown World. Okay, we've seen the clip of that already. I already edited it, so I'm not sure if she'll be here or if it'll just be me and her. It just depends. I don't know how. We haven't figured this out yet. And then we got a week where we're all here, and then we got a week after that she's gone again because of Memorial Day. So I don't know what's happening that day.
Big stuff at the cemetery on those 2 weekends.
And then the weekend after that, we'll be going to Comic-Con in Elkhart.
Yes, which I just looked that up last night because I was doing my May calendar, and
Yeah,
I
we're
go,
going
I
on-
know Comic-Con's there, but I was like, I
May
don't.
31st, a Sunday, we'll be going on.
Because
May
I didn't have my calendar written down that far, and I was like, I know.
And we've also, I made the decision that yesterday that we will be attending.
But he might
next
change his
year's
mind 4 to 5 times in between now and then.
What we're gonna do. We're not gonna do just a straight vendor booth. We're gonna do a vendor artist, performing artist, because that's what we are now. We're horror hosts. So
Are
we're
you
gonna
gonna perform? We're gonna do
Well,
live video tapings there.
That would be good, wouldn't it?
I just said, as I said it, I was like,
Doing
oh
a
my
live-
word, do not.
We're going live from Comic-Con.
Yes!
Ooh, we might do that, guys.
Mason was like, are you gonna have a TV up showing episodes?
I was thinking of putting a TV
Okay,
where
that's
we're
what he
running.
Do a live taping.
Broadcast
I
on.
am a genie.
We might do that, guys. Next
Genie?
year.
Oh, I don't say genius,
No,
I say genie. It's
you
funny.
gotta say that because that's Married with Children.
Yeah,
Kelly
I'm a
Bundy says, I'm a
genie.
genie. Yeah.
I
Anyway,
am
we're supposedly
surrounded by
we're going to
genies.
be at a big venue next year, bigger than the one, and the one we're at right now is
pretty big.
gigantic.
Yeah.
I don't know where they're going next year, guys, but we're gonna try to be there, and we're gonna have, like I said, a mixture of a vendor and
We might need
artist.
help. We might need help.
You
We always
guys
need
need
help. We
help,
always need
all
help.
right, but not the
I
kind of help
haven't
you're
notified,
talking about.
I haven't notified Jason and Dar and Mason and all that. They don't all know what's going on yet, but we don't know where we're going to be. But anyway, that's what's happening. We'll let you go. We went long in this segment. So see you next time on Spook Show Gravy. Creature features. She might not be here, though. Okay. See you later.
This time we didn't forget the gravy.